No. There we go again.
I'm only making a video for you because you're not absent today. So, listen up.
Am I in the frame?
Yes.
Emily, we're so sorry you're not here today. We're bummed. So, we're starting today with some notes that I'll give to you, and we're going to define physics. So that's our first note of the year. It's the study of matter and energy. The study of matter and energy. And then I would add to that, it's the interaction, so in parentheses, interaction between all matter and energy. It is the most basic of all sciences. It's like if, indeed, we knew all we could know about physics, we understood all the interactions between matter and energy, we would not need Did you hear me? We wouldn't need biology class, we wouldn't need chemistry class, because physics explains everything. And right now, what is happening in the other sciences, we call, as physicists, stamp collecting. In other words, they're saying, oh, the amoeba in this environment does this, and they put it in their little book, their biology book. It's the first stamp. Oh, when this chemical reacts with that chemical, this happens. So it's like they're collecting facts, but the real understanding of why and how everything happens is the job of the physicist. So if we knew everything about physics, we wouldn't need any other science. You come in and have physics 1, physics 2, and physics 3, and it would cover all that you had in biology and chemistry as well. We're not there yet, so we'll do it this way. All right, the thing that I'm going to warn you about right now I'll be talking to you about when I hand out the final, and that's units. We have to use units on every problem. So if you give me an answer of 6, you have to include a unit with it, like centimeter, inches, or so forth. So units are important, hauntingly important. Is that a strange way to describe units? The reason I say that they're hauntingly important is because they're going to haunt us. There will be people who lose credit today and then the last day. So they're going to haunt. They're going to be haunting us. So let's start with units, and we're going to fill in the metric ladder. I'm assuming you know it, but I'll teach it as if you do not. So let's say we have a ladder, and I actually made a ladder that you can add the rungs to. So what I've given you is the middle of the metric ladder, and just with your pencil, or I think pencil would work the best, you can see on the board I have the same ladder as you do. My ladder is going to run out because my board is not as tall, so I'm going to write really small, but I think you'll be able to follow. So on this is the most basic unit. It's the meter or the gram or the liter, like that. So on the little prong that you have, put those. We could be working in lengths or volumes, or we could be working in mass. So meters or grams or liters. We could be working in time. But let's just go with those 3 as an example. And then the next rung up, let's say I was working in a meter, the next rung up would represent 10 of those. So we go up the ladder by multiplying by 10, and it's called a deca. So I'm just going to put the prefix there, but you understand it's not just deca, it's either decameter, decagram, decaliter. Anyone know what happens when we have 10 decameters? What do we have, Emily?
Centi.
Pardon?
Centi? Like centimeters?
Oh, centi? No, that would be going down. Can I come back and call on you when it's right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hecto. Hecto means 100. They both start with H, that helps me remember, and then K for kilo. And then oddly, once you get those on your ladder, draw the prongs very close, because we're going to go, if you haven't start making them closer. Here's how mine looks in as far as closeness. So about like that, we'll get some information on there. I said I'm going to run out on the board. All right. Oops, I missed that. Don't skip one. Did you skip one?
Oh yeah.
Sorry. All right. So now, strangely, this has a name, and I'd like you to find it for some extra credit, but I'm not going to tell it to you right now. And this has a name, but we don't use it very often. After kilo, we skip 2 prongs or wrongs on the ladder, and you need those wrongs there, but they will be empty. Now that's my 5-minute warning.
I looked at the door, I was like, hello?
5-minute warning, so we didn't get very far, did we? All right. What I want to do is put on a couple more of the wrongs and then conclude. No, not much to conclude, is it? All right, kilo, we skip 2 wrongs and we go to the 3rd one. And at that point, it's mega. A word that when I was growing up, never heard of the word. You hear it all the time. And then 2 prongs are empty, and the 3rd above that is giga. 2 prongs empty, and above that, I will tell you, I'd like you to find out. So let's go to that spot on your homework. And I'd like you to look up, it can be online. I don't know this is on your book or just whatever resource you might have. I want you to put in as many as you can up on your ladder. And then if your ladder is full and you can go higher, put them on a piece of paper and bring them in. We'll just share. We won't be using those terms, but it's nice to know what they are. Then I want you for homework to go lower. These 3, well, we'll do those 3 very quickly. Underneath meter, liter, and gram is deci. Emily, what's next?
Centi.
Very good. Centi and milli. 2 prongs are empty, and then we go to micro. And 2 prongs are empty, and we go to nano. Again, a word I've never heard of at your age, but you hear it every day. So, all right, I'd like to, once you get those down, switch back to that little homework block. And again, if you don't have that paper and you want to know what the homework is, you can look at RenWeb. All you need to do for tomorrow is read the syllabus and have it signed by you and your parent, and then go ahead and take, if you want extra credit, I'd like to know the names of the wrongs in between that we skipped. Those aren't required. But what I want you to do is go 2 empty prongs down, a name, 2 empty and a name, 2 empty and a name, 2 empty and a name. Go up and down in the same pattern that I've started and get as many as you can from your own resources. How many? Don't go any more than 5 more up and 5 more down. So, but that would be a good rule of thumb. If you have resources, yes.
What is it actually called again? Like,
our prefix, metric prefixes. So if you're doing a search, metric prefixes will get you there. All right. When the bell rings, we'll have another minute. Remember, the bell rings a minute early. So, any questions on that so far? All right. I will actually post this for Emily, and if we have a moment, I do, because the 1-minute bell hasn't rung. Is it going to ring, do you suppose? All right. This will tell me when we're absolutely out of time. But here is the website, www.youtube.com/NCCS Math Physics. If you would write that on one of your first pages, you will have to refer to it when you're absent. And that will have the video from the class. All right, Emily, we're over and out. We hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
hi.